Hi everyone, it's Susan. Welcome back to This Week in HCG Beauty for the week of Valentine's Week, I guess I'll just say. Yeah, so I did have a thought. I'll talk a little bit about makeup on phase 2 and what I do. So wash my face and put on my sunblock and my moisturizer, blah blah blah. Next step, I take Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer in the color number 2, which is kind of a lavender color, and that's to correct ruddiness. They have it in plain, they have it in other color correctors as well. And then I mix that with a pump of that with a pump of the Lorac Oil-Free Luminizer, just to give my skin a healthy glow. Mix those two together, put that on my face, and then just where I've got large pores, like in my T-zone, I will then put the Porefessional by Benefit. And so next step is foundation. I've got some recommendations for you. There's these Natural FX water-based foundations from Cover FX, and let's see. Well, I would say they're a good medium coverage, more like medium to full coverage foundation. And of course, like any foundation, they can be sheared out and they can be built up, so depending on what you need, but these are definitely on the fuller coverage range, so that's an option. One of my favorites, and it sounds like it'd be like really rich, but it's actually oil-free, is the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation. I like this. It's a medium coverage. It's definitely buildable. I shear it down. And it has a beautiful luminous finish, beautiful texture, and like the tiniest little dab is all you need for your whole face. And just kind of put some dots on and then blend it out, and it's a thing of beauty. From the drugstore, my favorite pick would be the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. I'm in the color 120. And that one I would say is a medium coverage, medium to light even. Let's see. Yeah, it's medium to light coverage, more on the light side actually. So sheer coverage, more of a sheer coverage foundation. It's not really, that apparent. And but my I call them the dream team, is Origin's Vitazing Energy Boosting Moisturizer with Sheer Tint Release. Looks like that. It's oil-free, of course. Everything I'm talking about, pretty much, unless I say otherwise, is going to be oil-free, okay? And then I mix some of this with my Bourjois 10-Hour Sleep Effect Foundation. I love this. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I both of these together, and then I really work them into my face with my fingers, just as if they were a moisturizer. And it just, they don't sit on the skin, they really become part of your skin. And even when I look at my 10 times magnifying mirror in bright, like in harsh sunlight at a window, you don't see it on the skin. Like, it just becomes part of your skin, and just the coverage is beautiful. Like, it's when you put these two together, it's like a tinted moisturizer. You could just use this on its own, and it would be, what would it be? Let's try that. I'd say it's a sheer to medium coverage, so more, a little bit less than medium, but definitely more than sheer or more than a tinted moisturizer. But it is buildable. And this actually, on my no makeup days, which are quite often, whenever I can get away with not having to wear makeup, I don't, because this has got that sheer tint release. Some people say it goes orange on them. I don't find it does that at all. It comes out looking kind of gray, and you kind of go like, the heck, but it just evens out my skin tone. That's it. So then I don't have to wear anything else. Anyway, so that's what I do with that, and then I just take a flat top kabuki brush and just brush it into the skin to really, like, just take off any excess. And then I will go in with a little bit more of my Lorac Oil-Free Luminizer, and I just put it right in here like a C shape. And then right here, down the bridge of my nose, and then right on my Cupid's bow. And then I just leave it sit there and go on to my next step, which is my eyes. So as a base, I use MAC paint pots. And this is Painterly, this is Groundwork. So Groundwork. And it's a little bit of, it's a really light brown, like it looks dark in here, but it's actually when you put it on, it's not that dark. And generally I just put that like on my lower lash line, unless I'm doing like a smoky eye where I'm going to put it here. And then the Painterly is just a nude color. I'm almost out of it, but still lots left in there actually. These last for forever. If they start to get a little dry on you, you just pop them in the microwave in 10-second intervals till they soften up, and then I just kind of squooshed it over here. So that's my base, and I don't worry that way. I don't worry about the eyeshadow, my powdered eyeshadows. I don't worry about whether they're oil-free or not. I don't know whether they are. I don't care, because they're just going to sit on top of this oil-free paint pot base. So yeah, so then I go on, do my eyeshadow and my eyebrows. Yeah, my hair, I have to apologize. Last week it looked like a hot mess. I'm growing it out, and I just had it cut, and then I didn't know what to do with it, because now it's a little bit of a different shape, and I got bangs, this big fringe instead of like the side thing that I had before. But I think I'm learning to style it better now, so learning to work with it. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to stand growing it out, because of this in-between stage is just, anyway, off topic, get back to it. Okay, so then my eyeshadow is on. Then I apply my MAC Fluid Line gel eyeliner. I really like gel eyeliners. This is the only eyeliner I have been able to confirm with a company that, this is the only company that has been able to tell me that this eyeliner is oil-free. None of the pencil eyeliners that I have spoken with anybody about are oil-free. Oh, sorry, except for the Clinique Quick Liner. But again, I prefer the gels. So yeah, so thus far, after a lot of research and talking to companies and emailing them and that kind of thing, the companies that I could get a hold of, the only two are the MAC Fluid Line. That's the only one of their eyeliners that's oil-free. They're gel eyeliners. I think it's called Fluid Line. Yeah, Fluid Line. They come in lots of colors. And the Quick Liner by Clinique. Those are the only two eyeliners. So anyways, eyeliner. So yeah, we've done that. Then we go on to mascara. So I like to use two different mascaras at the same time. One for length and one for volume. Sometimes I use this one for length. Ico Skinny Brush Mascara. As the name implies, it has a skinny brush. It's quite a wet formula, and it just, yeah, gives you long lashes. It gives you length, and I love the little tube thing, because when it gets low you can really squish it. Or otherwise I use my Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, and I really like this one. It's a drier formula, and there we go. But I love this. This is a phenomenal mascara. And then after that's dry, I put on a second coat. The next one is for volume, and it is my favorite go-to one is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. So this is the one that I will use over top. Concave brush, and then as silly as this sounds, I was late on the bandwagon with this, but now that I've finally bitten the bullet and spent the $12 to try it, this is my second tube of it, is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. And tiny little mascara and the tiniest, cutest little wand, and it really makes it easy to get in there to put mascara on your bottom lashes without glooping it all down your face. And it doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't run, unless you're bawling your face off or get caught in a monsoon. So it's great. I highly recommend it. It's worth the little investment in taking up a little extra room. So next, concealer. One could go with something like this, which is the, it's all rubbed off, but it's the Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer with a little doe foot applicator. And nothing wrong with that, but my concealer of choice is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. Now it isn't when I'm not on phase 2, but when I'm on phase 2, yes, this is my favorite oil-free concealer right here. And so I'll dot it down here, like little dots in a little, so down, up like that on both sides, and then just like I said, in dots, like I don't plaster it, and then just take my Beauty Blender sponge and pat it all in, and the Beauty Blender does such a fantastic job. Or you can take the warmth of your fingers, just make sure to go from the outside in. And then by creating that V, you're getting that kind of that nice Kim Kardashian glow. That's how her makeup artist does it. And contouring. Contouring and bronzing. What I normally use quite often is the CoverFX Matte FX in dark. And yes, it is dark. Looks like that, and it just goes, we make the fishy face, it just goes here, and then kind of along the hairline here, and the jawline to slim it down, and on the sides of the nose. And a little trick is to put a little bit, oh, hey, there I am, hi, a little bit under here to give you more of a pouty look. Another option would be, this is a Z palette, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen one, and I've got a million of these, of course, they're in my kit, so as a makeup artist I've got 50 million different blushes and things, and how I remember what everything is beyond me, but this one here is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Avenue Princess, and that's a really nice either bronzer or you can use it for contouring. So on those, you know, on a day where I don't know, sometimes I like a more dramatic contour, and a more chiseled look, and other times I like it more subtle. So when it's more subtle, I'll go with Park Avenue Princess. And then blush. MAC powder blushes are all oil-free, as are Clinique's. I don't find Clinique's blushes last on me. They last about an hour and a half and then they're gone. So I prefer the MAC. This is a MAC Pro palette that you customize yourself. And yeah, so just different colored blushes. This one is Pink Swoon. This one is Breath of Plum, Harmony, and I've got a bunch of others that I haven't depotted into here yet. So depending on what I feel like, it goes on top of, so the contour is here, and then the blush, whoops, not there, but more here. And yeah, so that's that. Lipstick. So lipstick, I generally prep and prime first with MAC Prep and Prime, and then I use a Pro Longwear lip cream. And you can also use the Pro Longwear Lip Color, which is a 2-stage. You got this doe foot applicator side and then the glossy side. I find it a little drying. And yeah, so that's my makeup routine. If you have any questions, I would like to have some questions, or even more, I'd like to have you guys, this is for you, so what would you like to see on this channel, on the This Week in HCG Beauty? Give me some ideas of what you'd like to see me talk about, demonstrate, whatever. Like, what would you know, Q&A, whatever you guys would like to see on here. This is really for you, so let me know. You know, I've been a professional makeup artist for, since 1980s, since the mid-1980s anyways, and, you know, have done theater, performance makeup, everything. So, you know, let me know, and I'm also a skincare specialist, so again, worked with lots of different skincare brands. Let me know what you'd like to see on here. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye.